night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walk on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune, and I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking and the plates for two. Feel the arms that reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the final stream in this house, which is really weird since it's like, besides like the streams where I'm like, you know, traveling TA or in the spaceship, every single one has been done in here. So we're talking like maybe 2,000 live streams done right here. And this is the last one. So enjoy. I wish there was more activity in the crypto sphere, but that's okay. No big deal, man. Bitcoin selling off. Negative momentum on the 4-hour building where it looked like, hey man, hidden bullish divergence was starting to develop. Sorry, dude. Inflation narrative, kind of fading, where gold took a plunge today. Silver, metals, palladium, good God. Commodities, wrecked. Lumber still selling off, right? Corn, not Bitcoin, but regular corn. Soybeans, we can look into those. Check them out. Value not doing very well today, nor was financials, nor was energy. Energy didn't do well today. Man, like you're talking about some double tops going on. Just was scanning today. But what did do well, remember that time growth grew? Yeah, that's happening again. You got, assets like Danaher, Nvidia, Thermo Fisher Scientific, PayPal, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Adobe, Microsoft, Apple, Netflix. Among like the top gainers in the S&P 500 today, CRM, right? Salesforce, Google was up there even too. And then, again, Wells Fargo, AIG, MetLife, Capital One, not doing well. BAC being America.
0.00120000 BTC.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
He's right here. He's among us. Thank you, Man Bear Pig, for the 45.25 of Bitcoin. Historical stream-ish. I guess it's historical-ish stream, whatever. So I think tomorrow will also be a historical stream. It will be the first stream from the penthouse ever. So that'll be cool. Whatever. So inflation narrative not doing too well, even though, Jerome Powell said himself, inflation was higher than they projected, over 3%, and they weren't gonna make any changes yet. Kind of nothing happened yesterday, and suddenly there's a big shift in how everything is, and it really stems to this asset right here, you all know and love as the US dollar, the DXY. It was begun to break out a major inflection point, right? Like the big resistance from 2016 and 1988, all over the place, man. You can see this gray area there. That's what's being tested above the 200-day moving average for the first time since kind of like early April of this year. Positive Momo building at its highest point since, highest point since March of last year, COVID crash. RSI, highest level since pretty much the beginning of the month, right? It was just like March, beginning of April, late March, of this year, and getting overbought. Finally, officially, technically overbought, barely. It's like 70.2, whatever. But that's real, man. You had one bottom and a second bottom down there, taking out the harmonic noise. That was also good. Yeah, dude. And then you just had come on, really, over and over and over. It's
You see what happens, Larry?
See what happens when assets hit major 88% retraces from their previous lows from multiple years ago, right? 88.6% retrace, not once, but twice. Oh yeah, I think we've talked about that. Deep value perceived areas where major reversals can and do occur all the time. So I would say it's not weird at all. Not weird at all. It's very similar to Bitcoin dominance that did the same thing. Hit 88% retrace and reversed. Yeah, man, this is just what you get. So this is driven a lot of bond yields too kind of collapsed. There's just all kinds of things across the market. So first victim, the US dollar doing this is gold. Dude, serious in the chat for gold. The XAU spot price getting oversold today for the first time since when? Early March of this year. On the daily, it's real. And look where we are, man. I believe we've hypothesized this before, or at least talked about how amazing it could possibly be if you could get down to these levels again, because what could occur, what could develop.
Did you know
I'll let you
algebra was
answer what
invented
could
by a
develop
Muslim
at these
Iranian?
levels.
Thank the East for your charts. Smiley face.
Huh? Thank the East for the charts. What about the West, Kava? North and South. Thank you, dude. Did I know algebra was invented by a Muslim Iranian? No. That's cool, dude. Thank you. The more you know. Thanks, dude. That's cool. I mean, hey, super chats that just bring a random facts about things. That's like brings value to the stream, because maybe if that is not a troll and that's real life and that's true, then maybe everyone just learned that, or more people learned it. Then value is brought to your life. You know more things than you did yesterday, therefore you're winning. That's what life's about, man. Just being a little bit better than you were yesterday. That's all you compare yourself to. You from yesterday. No one else. Yeah, I know, man. It's like gold miners got wrecked too. Everything with gold got wrecked. But hey, at least, man. I mean, it ended up being the traders market, right? And this is just why it's important to never just like, just because you think it can break higher, this is why you have to be disciplined, and I mean, you can be the best analyst out there and not be a good trader because you lack the discipline to take profit at profit-taking levels, like gold right there. You think, oh man, it could just keep going, dude. This is a minor pullback. It's rallying again, man. And then, nope. See ya, if you didn't take profit at profit-taking levels, you technically, and you held everything else the same with the stop loss, you'd have gotten stopped out today of the trade setup that was successful, right? I mean, that's why it's important, man. You have a trading plan before you enter the trade, and you must abide by it, because you just don't know what can happen after they hit. You don't know where it's going, you don't know where it's going to go even at the entry, but we look for structures that are repeatable, that have been going on, playing out for 100 plus years on these markets, right? And you're just playing those. Okay, anyway, so that's gold, dude. Sucks, man. But not dead yet. Not dead and out yet. I mean, you really don't want to fall below 1750, 1800. You're below it. Yes, you're at 1776. We love it. It's such a great number. America, baby. Juneteenth passed into law today, or it was not into law, but you know what I'm saying, right? There's now like a national holiday. Now, I don't know though, is it like the stock market going to be closed because of that? Does anyone know that yet? That would be interesting to know. But yeah, we can look at silver now. That also just not good, and below the critical $26 area. But we thought, even if it goes down to like 24.81, it's still kind of being confined within the structure here. Not dead yet, man. Not oversold either, like gold is. Negative Momo's at its highest level since March 5th of this year. Just testing that 200-day moving average. At least you're above that. Outperforming gold in that way, right? Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot, Kava, dude. I'm gonna give it a shot. I can at least say the first part.
Appreciate the enlightened response. His name was Mohammed ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi.
Well, I remember on TTS ruined it. Now I know how to say it easily, right? Just kidding. Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. Khwarizmi. That's it, dude. I think I did it perfectly. Just kidding. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, hey, the stock market will be closed for Juneteenth. What was the day, though? Because Juneteenth is kind of vague. Is it literally the 17th of June today? Or is it some other day, Okay, anyway, so silver, you got to get back about $26. Anytime you get above that, I feel better. But now I'm just like, Dude, it's like, again, the Fed meeting, nothing changed, man. Nothing changed except that inflation was higher than they had projected. And they're not tapering yet. They're like, oh, we're going to continue to make asset purchases as we need. That was what he said. But all of a sudden, everything changed. On no news. On nothing changing. Okay, anyway. So let's, what were we looking at yesterday? What was the soybeans that we were looking at, man? Soybeans futures, God. Oh, ZS1. Oh, dude, the next day, man. Give me a break, dude. What do you want from me, man? Someone requested this yesterday, and they're like, is that a bullish Gartley, dude? Is that a bullish Gartley up here? And it's like, nah, dude, I don't care if it is, because look where it is. The downside potential is so high, and it's down 10.6% today. Jeez. Hitting that 200-day moving average for the first time since August of last year. It's been months, man. What a gap down. What a nasty gap down. And as you've seen from the past, last time we got a gap down in June of 2014, July 2014, you didn't fill the gap again until February of this year. Monkey S. So commodities wrecked, man. We got a big shift in the markets going on. I think the euro to the US dollar lost 200 pips value in less than 24 hours. So, but I mean, like, is that not like literally to your respected? Right? I mean, I think we have the sound clip of it. I just can't remember where it is, and it's kind of like, I don't even know what it sounds like. I mean, this is such a one where we'd be like, yeah, dude. Here it is.
Do you respect it?
Did that work, dude? Anyone? Sorry. It worked. Awesome. Right? I mean, this is what we're talking about, man. It's the range. It's the dump. Largest spike in negative momentum you've seen on the weekly since, July 2018, which is when that gap occurred. Wow. Not oversold. You're at 41, and there was impending price action reversal implied on the weekly. You don't ignore that when it's at a major inflection point. That's kind of like we were talking about on Bitcoin, right? At like 40K, 41K, there was bearish divergence in the 4-hour, and it was at an inflection point from history. You can't ignore that. Now, if bearish divergence is appearing in outer space, the middle of nowhere, and their context doesn't make sense, okay, it might be weaker. But understand that divergence is stronger when it's occurring at inflection points, after rallies. Okay, write that down, man. Write that down. Taking notes. It just is a higher probability of playing out. God, 4 hours. Crazy, dude. Just dumpage. Hit your lowest level since December today. Yeah, you fell below that low from January. So it's been a long time, man. So you got that. And then we got lumber futures real quick. Oh, we're just going around, man. We'll check out the carnage, right? You were down 50% yesterday. You're now down 52+%, right? 52.2%, man. Hey, still at that. I don't think you even tested it yet. That support from August of last year. You soon will. I'm sure you will, probably tomorrow or something. Very oversold in the 4-hour, and I think the daily you are too. Yeah, you're oversold, man. All-time highs on negative momentum. Never before been seen. Understandable because of the price. Alright, so what else wrecked today? For a good reason, man. Still not as bad, but corn on the thumbnail, dude. Corn. Remember that time we were looking at this thing, back in August, in May, all summer, it was just chopping around this 2014 low point to the bottom of the range. I think we're looking at spot more than futures, but this is what literally happens, Larry. This is what happens. You know, you get to deep retraces. You see, this one never even hit the top. Like, so soybeans is perfect. This one was more like, dang, dude, it could go a little bit higher, but it just kind of the rug pull happened because the timing, right? You ran out of time. You couldn't get there before the, you know, Free and Open Market Committee press conference, which was the, I guess, the catalyst for commodities dumping. And then you have, look at this gap fill that occurred, right? Hey, remember 2013 when the gap down occurred? You filled the gap years later, and that's it so far. A high, a lower high, yeah, but still not as bad as other commodities. Corn, I think you still are in an uptrend too, right? I mean, I'm talking like a demand line still exists that you have not broken. So corn not as bad, but yeah, the lower high, that's a rally, a sell-off, an attempted rally, distribution occurring, bearish convergence going on the daily. Yeah, a lot more downside you think could be in store for corn.
Can you
Futures.
educate me on why talks of higher inflation made the hedge against inflation assets, commodities, dump? Thanks, Brew.
I don't know, maybe sell the news or something. I think it's just mainly the technical aspects of the US dollar. The technical aspects of the US dollar really, really hurts everything else, right? I mean, like when this thing pumps, they're like inverse correlated. So it was, again, I mean, it was all TA. I mean, I get it, you know, but again, he didn't really bring up anything else, Jerome Powell, yesterday. Like, nothing new really came to be. But, like, look at the weekly, man. It's so good. Remember the falling wedge? Remember the bullish divergence that then manifested into triple MACD bullish divergence? You know, I haven't been in the weekly. Dude, it was good. It looked good. And then hidden bearish divergence developed. It sold off again to make the second bottom, the confirmation low. At where? At the deep retrace areas, at the lows. And the RSI also continued to diverge. And now you're above a critical level. Well, at least on the daily. On the weekly, it's a little off. It's a little like you're just right at that critical area still. That low from 2016. So right here, man, you get discernible double bottoms this large on weekly time scales. They can manifest into more significant rallies, and the rally could take you to like 95, just that high back from October 2017, man. Yeah, not gonna happen overnight. Exactly. This only took literally like 6 months to develop, right? You got your reaction, you rallied, fake out, sold off again, second bottom confirmation low. It all made sense technically. So that's, I don't really know, because like fundamentally what changed? Really nothing changed, dude. They're not tapering. They said, hey, we will when we feel like it, but not yet. Okay, thanks for watching. And yeah, what's kind of weird, I mean, I'm just saying, and this is not something I'm not calling anything. I'm not saying it's over for Bitcoin or anything, but just remember on the weekly, anytime when there's been like really strong bullish divergence, it's ended cycles on Bitcoin. Well, there was the strongest confirmation, I mean the strongest divergence I've seen on this asset. It was stronger than 2013 and 2017, 2018, because it was triple instead of double, the standard, right? I mean, I'm not saying end of bull cycle 2021, but my God. Right? You've had massive rallies in the dollar off of very strong divergence on weekly time scale. So, and it's going on right now. Well, I guess it would make sense if Bitcoin ever was going to fill that gap at 24K and change, right? Again, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just pointing out pieces of data. That's all I'm doing here, right? So you can argue with the data. Don't argue with me. I mean, I'm just looking at it and showing you, right? But at the same time, man, that sucks for commodities. That sucks for US dollar. But my God, man, there's like still opportunity brimming on certain assets and asset classes. Okay. So you just gotta, as the trader, we must look for those opportunities. And so I guess we can go back to crypto for a second. We can look. Ethereum doesn't look good anymore. Ethereum's just showing, look, man, big sell wall at 2900, and now 2600 has been tested not once but twice as resistance. Confirmation high, lower highs, distribution.
Still giant 6-month head and shoulders in a bearish way. Is that even a thing?
I don't know, Joel Bear. Just remember the request criteria is still 20, I guess, until something changes. You know, I mean, someone messaged me today and they said I should drop it, even though I had like literally 20 plus requests yesterday. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, man. So Ethereum just doesn't. Thank you for the 10. Ethereum doesn't look good. I mean, 2K though. I would love to see Ethereum at 2K because you know why, right? I mean, like, you're always looking for deep value. Deep value, man. And it would be perfect. It would be the dream, man. $2,000 Ethereum with a textbook, beautiful, bullish Gartley pattern. And it's being created at higher lows than the previous lows before it. I mean, that would be the dream, man. So people are like, is that an inverse head and shoulders? I guess, man, maybe. It's not an inverse head and shoulders till it breaks the neckline. So you have no idea the bottom's in. You're not oversold. The negative momentum's building on the 4 hour. I don't think you can be sold on Ethereum right now as looking good for a long.
Hey,
right
dude,
now at this current time.
What do you think about their
2K
pre-sales
better.
launching on Monday? Any thoughts?
No thoughts, James. Thank you for the 20 pounds. I don't remember. I am simple TA man, right? My passion and love is not so much for crypto as it is for technical analysis of financial markets. So you're talking about an asset that's pre-selling and launching on Monday. Really bad time for it because the sentiment in crypto is not good. So if people aren't buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, they're sure as heck not going to be buying whatever you just posted. Good God, no. People aren't buying corn and soybeans anymore. They're not going to be buying whatever that is. I mean, I know I'm not. And I know probably people in the chat are not. And I'm sure the composite operator is certainly not going to be buying that. But, hey, maybe things will happen, dude. You know, anything's possible in these markets, dude. I guess. Of course. Fishhead, of course.
Isn't it possible sharks turn into 5-0 patterns?
They always do.
How do you differentiate from the two when finding shark patterns?
How do you differentiate? I mean, because you cannot have a 5-0 without a shark. So, I mean, like, if a shark happens, hey, there's always a chance on the DXY. Well, let's go back to that because that's what you were bringing up, dude. Okay. Well, it's already exceeded the 5-0, right? It's already exceeded the 50% retrace. Low to high. It's at the 618 now, so it's kind of becoming invalid if it keeps rallying like this. I mean, I know Scott Carney talks about sometimes they can get to the 618, but yeah, I mean that might be the case, but it's not like that's the 4 hour. That's kind of the daily. But the issue is the now real confirmed accumulation on this asset on significant time scales. Right, there is confirmed accumulation on the US dollar for the first time in a very, very long time, man. Right, why accumulation? Because on your first bottom, you hit a low of like 89.3, and on your second low on the weekly, daily, whatever, 89.5. That means more market participants own the DXY than they did the first time. And you're at a critical 88% retrace looking left from multiple years ago, 2018. So, yeah, maybe it's bearish 5-0, dude, but it's just like, that's such a small pattern compared to the huge structure, not just the huge shark, well, okay, how about this, man? How about this fish? We're talking about the major shark that you hit the PCZ and rally. You got upside of 96. So it hits 96. I could easily see that happening. It goes up to 96 to $97 and then reverses because it becomes a bearish 5-0. But guess what, man? You know how much more upside that is? That's a lot more upside, right? I mean, minimum of, well, 4.5% to 6%, you know, which I think that's definitely where it could go, and that's just not good for commodities or anything that's in a hedge against inflation. Okay? Man. Fish head. So the big shark, which is, this is a shark, yeah. A lot more upside then if you want that. Okay, anyway. They're not printing more money literally right now, are they? I mean, soon maybe. Soon they will. I don't think it's gotten passed or anything. Hey, Ubi, man, how you doing, dude? Thanks so much, man.
Bruh.
Ubi super chatted $50. What if the dollar pumps and BTC holds strong too? Do you think we could see both? What do you think the global macro narrative would look like for a strong USD and BTC?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's always possible. Right? I mean, like, Bitcoin's not in trouble truly until it breaks below like 34,800. Right? That's the previous discernible swing low. I think it's at a demand line though on the 4 hour. Right? We go back to it. Like, there's just this little demand line here. I think it's breaking maybe. Yeah, you broke a demand line. But what we're talking about yesterday, like, there's a supply line, an old supply line that could be back tested as a demand line. I mean, as long as it holds that, you're good. But just remember, man, like, you're failing to break an inflection point. So there's a lot of downside potential. Now, anytime you pivot here and you rally, it could be a potential partial decline, which could be really good. But still really tough, man. Like, bearish divergence at a major resistance atop of a trading range. It's exactly where reversals occur, and it is occurring right now, but no harm quite yet until you fall below again 34.8, 34.7. So just continue to sell off. I mean, it's not even that bad. 1.72% down, $660. It's not like commodities. It did not get rocked as hard as commodities at all, right? But Bitcoin had been in a correction long before any of these commodities. These commodities are just now recently, in the past month, starting to correct, right? We're talking about lumber was at all-time highs 38 days ago. Or Bitcoin, how many days ago was it since all-time highs? It was, we're talking 65 days. So it's like, it's definitely ahead in its correction. So you think commodities could be following Bitcoin's lead now. So really tough, dude. When you're in a range like this, at the top of a range, you can't break it. It's just not easy. And there is a gap fill at 28.4K and change. We know that. And if any asset class was gonna fill a gap and be insane and actually break down to crazier levels, it would be crypto, it would be Bitcoin, right? So, but at the same time, if there was gonna be any asset class that was gonna reverse here, it would be Bitcoin and crypto. So it's just not easy, man. But that's okay, right? I'm not here to be your Bitcoin forecaster and always know where Bitcoin's going, man. I am here to look for low risk, high reward opportunities on any asset class, not Bitcoin. It's just people love Bitcoin, and it's probably one of the greatest inventions of mankind at this point, you know? Yeah, the wheel and fire and the automobile and then the internet and then Bitcoin, right? I mean, you're just adding on to mankind's greatest inventions, and this is like one of the most recent ones. So that's why people love it, and we follow it every day, because it is like, it's like virtual real estate in ways, you know? Hard money, finite supply, global. It's like an alternative system to the effed up one we have now. So I get it, man, but like, PA is meant for managing risk. I'm just gonna keep saying it like every day, you know? It's like meant for like helping you find good areas to enter, set up stop losses, and to take profits if it does reverse, because it may not reverse there. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you flip the chart over, it doesn't really look good, right? It's like, oh, dang, dude, you know, you got this crazy support here. You held it. It's kind of like a shark here, you know? You almost had a little perfect shark. Bear shark, but bullish shark, you flip the chart over like this. So, yeah, man, holding on to the supports. So what you want to see, which we don't know is going to happen, is just make another lower high. One high, a lower high, and give me a third consecutive lower high. Give me some, flipping it over to real life. Classic accumulation, give me some of that. Oh my God, man. All right, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash down 0.31%. Yeah, man, like Bitcoin, hey, you know what would be crazy, man? If somehow Bitcoin Cash made a higher low than 550 and then it became some sort of classic accumulation structure of 3 rising valleys. It only plays out if Bitcoin makes a higher low and then makes a partial decline and then rallies and breaks out of the upside. Because like if Bitcoin's going to break down to 30K, all these trade setups, these potential good looking structures are failing. They're going to fail. They're going to be terrible. So just keep that in mind. I'm saying that to you. Whatever, it's like these assets are driven by the macro of this class, and that's Bitcoin. So it's not dead yet. It's not over. It just at least we know it's at a value area, a deep value area, 88%, 100% retraces, and then the harmonics are developing there. And that's like, how many times have those played out for us? Many different times. Many different times over the years. At the same time, we've gone to situations like this where the macro truly is certainly bearish, really bearish, and it's really truly reversed, and then they'll set up like this and then they'll fail. And it's like, well, as long as you position size properly, you know, you have stop losses set up, everything's okay when you do those things. But if you don't, yeah, you can get wrecked really bad.
Noise!
Could you please take a look at a very long period of accumulation, but is it dead?
Is it dead? Maybe, man, it could be dead. Could be dead. Could be dead, man. Let's see, is it the first request of the day? Thanks to the 800 people here. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, this is literally the only request today. So yeah, maybe it is time to just downgrade my, you know, downgrade the requests minimum, you know. That's okay, man. Supply demand. What? I'm trying to type in this ticker here. OTRKA. That's not here. That's not here, dude. OTRKA. OTRKA. Now, if you take off the A, something exists on track. You gotta be asking about this, man. We've been here. Is it dead? No! It's not dead. It's a bullish cipher. This has to be what he's requesting. No, dude, this thing's nuts. This thing's so good above $32.28. You kidding me, dude? April of last year, you're above that? Okra Winfrey, exactly. No, the target's 58.29 on OTRK without the A. Nah, dude, this thing's not dead at all. This is like low risk, high reward opportunity entry areas still. I mean, you could strategize an entry and a stop loss below $32. You know, somewhere below that, just June 1st low around, you could stop loss around like $27 or something, and your upside's $58. Your upside right now is still like 69%. Okay, 69% upside on track. But we've been here before, so it's like I have memory of this place, but kind of. I just, we get a lot of requests. Someone requested this, right? They tipped $20, so we found it, and it's like, wow, this looks great still. What's up, Nippon Cowboy? Arigato. Better spirits? I don't know, man. I'm stressed. I'm not looking forward to moving. It's gonna suck. I don't even know. I got like 2 of my friends coming over. I got my parents coming over. I got my sister and my brother-in-law coming over because I'm like, please help me. I don't know what to do here. What am I doing? I'm paralyzed on the moving, the wrapping of things. There's certain things I don't know. And I'm probably gonna give away like half my stuff to Hannah Home or something. It's still on track. Exactly, man. It is. Take note of this. Did y'all notice though, this is the first stream in history that was done in this room without my jerseys and the Bitcoin night. I think we're retiring the Bitcoin night. There's no real place I can have it. Unfortunately, my other office, my penthouse office is a little bit smaller, and there's like multiple windows on this side, so I have less wall space. So, yeah. Oops, 68. No. Sorry, 69. Very important percentage. All right. You could look at crypto all day, man. We could scan through literally every S coin on my watch list, and it's just not gonna matter, man. Because you are up to date. You understand what's going on with them. Like, most of them are at reasonable areas for reversal, but none of it matters if Bitcoin dumps. And so it's like you either decide to take your bet on those assets at their good areas, or you don't, and you look somewhere else, another asset class or another market.
And it's super cheap right now.
Jay-Z, I can't, man. Thank you, dude, for the 5 super chat. John Bollinger's chilling Litecoin. Yeah, dude, but Litecoin's just gonna do what everything else does, man. I mean, it's still okay. It's still like Bitcoin Cash. It's still like one low. It could be a 3 rising valleys. It could be, man. I mean, it could be a classic accumulation structure. You just don't know yet. There's nothing really. I mean, yeah, it could be hidden bullish divergence at any time that it pivots above 155. And if it does, if it breaks that, man, you got a huge upside. I mean, these altcoins have huge upside on them if Bitcoin doesn't crash to 30K again. Like, for real, dude. It's like all over the place.
Noise!
Can you take a look at XTC and what can we expect from here?
We can expect nothing ever, Chris. Thank you for the 20. Because when you expect things, what happens? And the asset goes the other way of where you expect, it triggers an emotional response in your mind that can affect your next trades. So we always, no matter what we do, expect nothing at all times.
Noise!
Boom.
Appreciate all the godly TA. Mind having a look at Finware stock?
No, do not mind. Thank you, Goombas. Goombas man. But Chris, we'll look at it without expectation. And I think you would appreciate that, right? Are we talking about XDC crypto, dude? My God. Well, I mean, it rallied, man. It was at a critical level. Look, dude, it hit 4.5 cents. That high from March of this year, early March. It sprung, it back tested the spring a couple times, and it was off, man. It was off, and it's at kind of a definitely resistance right here. I mean, this is definitely an area where people would take profit, where a reversal could occur from April 10th, that high point. Now, if it ever breaks that, you think it'd go to 9.7 cents. But really nice to see how the asset held that support a multitude of times before rallying to much higher levels, and it's up 35.72%, extremely overbought, the most overbought it's been since April 15th on the 4-hour. So it can't really be like, great time to buy now. What was it you were, what can we expect? We cannot expect anything, but it would not be weird to see a pullback at this level. A pullback, and where could it pull back to? There's a couple areas. I mean, it could come back to the old little range. Look, it was range bound kind of between 4.5 and 5.9 cents, 6 cents. It could go back to that, test it as support, or it could come back to 6.6 cents as support, that April 23rd low. So I think it'd be safer to say 5.96 cents, right, would be your probably your best area to reassess. But at this time, you know, that's, so it's all about if it can break 7.3 cents, it can have a really nice ride up to 9 cents, 9.7 cents, almost 10 cents, right? If it can't break that and it pulls back, you're looking for a 6 cent support for a back test.
Can we check Vino? Small flat, small cap, big news, but anything else to really see after this run? I know it's already up 100%.
Felix, man, thank you. Appliance repair. Well, you know, what's going on? What's my jar doing? Okay. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like we're gonna need your appliance repair on that if it's up 100%, right? But maybe you could do some work on Bitcoin, because if you do appliance repair on Bitcoin and it works, then it'll make all the altcoins work too, and that's what we're looking for, because those are like valid arguments for trade setups. A lot of them are, okay. But we'll look, okay. Thank you, dude. Let's see. Funware. All right, funware. PH, like pretty hot and tempting funware. Of course. You had your buying climax, man. You had your rally, and then you sold off. Then you had another rally, and it was a lower high, and then the previous high, and you sold off. And you made a lower high, and then it sold a lower high, lower high. I mean, it's kind of like the party happened, and you missed the party, right? It's like, and what do you do with the scam wick? I mean, do we regard that? It doesn't even have a million volume. It's 637 or 635,000 volume. So you're already kind of like, you know, the time to be looking at the asset was down here, man. You know, like 61 cents. Think about it. It was like, there was that scam wick here too, making it really tough to make it. You know, if you don't have the scam wick and you use just the next high, it was like a perfect cipher of some sort. Hit a shark. It hit like an 886 retrace, you know? I mean, that was the time to be looking at this asset. And look what happened after. It did what we always look for, right? It went nuts. But now it's just like the party happened, and you're maybe 112, but it's been to 112 a couple times. It had a really nice rally there, sold off, and this time right back at that same level, it's rallied, but it's pathetic. It's like very weak. So to me, I would stay away, and I would look for something else, because I think you had your party, and you just got anything that gets rallies now. It's faded, right? It's sold into constantly. So even if you're at like a critical level, I think there are better assets that exist. Why settle on charts? Why settle on anything in life if you don't have to? It's weak, man. It's really, really weak. Looking for stuff before the big party happens, right? Before the party. On the second low, right? You go the daily. Holy crap, man. Look at that daily double bottom. Wow. What about the weekly? I bet there was divergence or something, right? No, there wasn't enough data yet. So, but dude, look at that on the weekly. That's awesome, man. I mean, and then your upside was like 186 to $2, and you exceeded that, you know? That would probably have been the target. So, let's move on, because it's just not that great, man. But I understand why you requested it, and you're good. Let's see, next one. Oh my god, dude. Is this an S coin or something? It can't be an S coin. This says... Oh, dude, I have no idea. Like, what am I looking at here? Vino, Gotcho Group Holdings. Small float, small cap, big news, but anything else to be... or to really see after this run? I know it's up 100% already. Well, it's down 25% today. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, is it an island bottom? Island bottom reversal or something? Pretty interesting, right? I mean, pretty interesting. If you're just looking at this, it broke out and is trying to back test the breakout of the trading range, it looks like, right? Hard to say, man. I mean, like, you could probably, if you were trying to target, it already hit the targets, you know? I think if it holds 550, then it could go to probably $10. $9.37 to $10 to $11. Fib extensions up there. If it ever broke that, $16. Vino. Yeah, it's interesting where it is. It broke out and it's back tested. It's down a lot today. But if it doesn't hold, yeah, you can see it go back to $3. But nice structure. I mean, it's a very pretty looking structure. Someone's making the market on this, aren't they? Look at that. Look where, you know, you had that February 17th of this year. It rallied up to that point, and that's where traders settled up at their highest point yesterday at $8. And then you gapped down today, 578, and rallied and sold off again. And now you're holding. So it's like, you would think, okay, just think here. If it holds 550 to 570, the upside target's at least $8, right? So setting a protective stop loss below like 550, this thing's whack though, man. It could sell off and then rally back above it tomorrow. But yeah, anything above that, anything above 570, $8 upside. Okay, that's the only way I can kind of look at this right here. Thank you, Felix, man. Thanks everyone for being here on the last Suburb stream ever. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Sorry that Bitcoin's not doing anything more notable. Sorry, dude. But I will begin the moving process of my entire battle station this evening. Don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm doing that myself. I'm not trusting movers to move any of this equipment, all this tech, man. I mean, we're talking like a $10,000 computer right here. That's me. I'm touching. That's the only hands touching that are me. Maybe my friends, right? They're coming over. But I'm gonna be attempting to install my entire battle station this evening at the penthouse. So hopefully about like midnight or 1 a.m. or something, maybe even later, I'll have a picture on Instagram I can post of this whole thing over there. That'd be crazy, dude. Yeah, no, the cable management's gonna be nuts, but like my guy who made my custom desk has like a completely devoted area to cable management. It's gonna be nice, man. So, all right, beautiful. I love the way the range looks. It's gorgeous, man. Like you could have just thought about it, man. That's a 337 was a great area maybe as a range-bound trader to take along, despite any oscillators, right? You got nothing. It's just, dang, man. And right at the top and broke it, and then hit that $8 top, man. Beautiful. But they're like, one of these days I'm just gonna do a like just a space bar stream, not space, outer space bar stream. Look at Solar today. Look what Solar did, man. Solar like run. This is what I did. I was just scanning today, and it's like anything above $49 on run, Sun Run, is extremely bullish. Lots of upside, I think. I mean, where you could run to $80 eventually. It broke a supply line of some sort, right?
Noise!
Thanks for the knowledge and wisdom every day, usually lol. Can you check out UMB/WETH? Possible wick-off accumulation taking place? Hope the move is smooth, my dude.
Noman, thank you for the 20. Yeah, sure, if you want. We'll look at your S-coin to Wrapped Ether. So just keep in mind here, man, keep in mind on run, you're back, man. You hold 49 long enough, you could see tremendous upsides. Okay. Yeah, dude. I can't believe this news. This is lower risk. I know it's up 10% today almost, you know. Maybe you pull back a little bit tomorrow and you could catch bids and have a stop below like 4150 or something, you know, just pull it the low, then the higher low right there. What's up, Victor, man? Thanks for the 10, dude. Cheers. Very nice range here on Sun Run Fun or whatever. I'll go to that umb. I know this is not Wyckoff accumulation by any stretch of the imagination, dude. No. I don't know, man. 4 hours. 4 hours, okay. You know. But I wouldn't say it's at a strategic entry area, right? If you were talking about taking a long on UMB to Wrapped Ether, it would have been right here at 822,000, right? Because the range, right, the bottom of the range, for education purposes, not to take action here, but for someone wanting to better themselves, invest themselves, and learn Wyckoff, one would be taking a long when the asset falls below the support, springs, and then back tests the spring, right? I mean, the spring is like the beginning of the range, that first low, and that was the time to take action, not now. And one would have, if they took along here, they would have taken profit at the top of the range around 1.08 million or whatever, right? One enters and they take profit at the top of the range because they're just trading the range, right? That was the time to enter. Now, I don't know, man. I don't care. It's like what it's doing actually is failing to break out and then back testing the top of the range that was once resistance as resistance again. That's what's happening. So that's not bullish. That's a bearish argument currently at this time. Right? Look at it. That's the inflection point. You get it, man? Inflection point on the top and the bottom. I can't believe it, man. Holy crap, this guy going crazy, dude.
Hey fella, could I get you to look at Jag and stuff? Congrats on the new spot. Thanks for all the education, keep it up.
Thank you, Robbie, dude. For the 40, so try to do like one request, one thing. You know, we'll look at JagX. Okay, so you understand, if we're talking about Wyckoff, that was the time to take action. Now it's like, it's like, it's confirming that what was once resistance is resistance again. So oftentimes when assets do that, they do this next. UMB to Wrapped Ether. Moving on. Sorry, dude. Man, we got, if that's pumping, dude, you desperate, dude. You desperate, Freeman. Bitcoin's up a couple dollars. No, it's actually up like $400 since the beginning of the stream. Nice. Oh, Jaguar. It's Jaguar Health, not Jaguar, the car company. There's a support resistance there. I mean, has it yet put in a higher low? Not quite. I mean, I think you broke a supply line at some point. Nice. One bottom, a second bottom, you rallied. You're back above that 161. Nice. I mean, that could be an area, you know, but it's down 4% today. I just feel like maybe there are better opportunities out there still, even with this one. You had the party, the big rally, and the retrace was pretty deep. Yeah, it hit like kind of a 78% retrace. But if it was anything, it'd be a bat, and I would like to see it at 68 cents. That'd be better. Yeah, it would have been nice to see it hit 104. It's not bad, dude. It's not bad, but it just had a rally, right? Aren't you looking for the ones that haven't had those rallies yet? Look at that divergence. Man, there was such good divergence in the 4-hour right there. Kind of missed the reversal, but
Noise!
kind of tough.
BCH, please.
Daily.
Do B.
What's up, Doobie Dude? I moved the art over there. Oh, there's divergence on the daily and 4-hour at the same time. Nice. Yeah, from low to the lower low, higher levels, relative strength. Nice. So it's all about, can it hold above 161? If it holds 161, that might be where support gets put in, right? If it doesn't hold 161, it could lose. It could literally lose 36% of its value. So if you want to take a shot, by all means, at least I guess if one was going to take their shot, then they'd be taking it above that 160, but they'd be getting out almost right after if it falls below it, right? Because I mean, again, the downside, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, pretty much. That's like kind of all you got on this one. I mean, if it goes, think about it, it goes to 134 even to make an inverse head and shoulders or something, like then you still have lost like 20% of your value from the entry above 161. So it's not as easy, right? You know, it was more easy when it was kind of like right here when it sprung and back tested a spring for a while. That was pretty nice. Price action, just looking back in time, you know, because it already happened before that huge move. And so at this point, you understand where I'm at. It's like, okay, but it's holding for now. Yeah, anyway. Ooh, this one's so interesting. Kind of. Huh. Definitely a range-bound asset. Wow, super range-bound, right? Been holding this 54-cent, 61-cent area a multitude of times throughout its history, at least since 2019. So your inflection zone. This is a little bit better. This is definitely a better one. No formal harmonic or anything like that. If it can hold and repeat its history like it had been, then the upside would certainly be 123. So the upside potential, if it holds this zone of congestion, you're talking about 100% upside if it holds. If it doesn't, if it fails, then the downside potential, where it is now, could take you all the way down 50% downside. So, and that's like, hey, it could be in an area where one could set up an entry, a stop loss, and take profits. So I like STAF. It's not bad. It's a range-bound asset. Yep, it's trying to hold. It's trying to hold the bottom and rally and hold the top of the little inflection point, right? I think we just have it like that. Do you get it? It's not bad. STAF is not too bad, man. You get it? You know where we're at? Robbie, thank you, man. Thank you, dude. It's a good one. It's pretty good. I mean, one could do it if they wanted. One could definitely take a shot if they wanted. Okay. All right, Bitcoin Cash again. So we did look at it briefly today. I'll just look at it once more for Dude, the art man. He does abstract art. Where it's not dead yet. It's like it double bottomed at the pattern completion zone of the bullish Gartley. There was divergence, everything was good, but then Bitcoin began to sink a little bit, and it started sinking too because it is Bitcoin, but it's not at the same time. Such a homogenous market. You're just praying it makes a higher low than 550, and then you get yourself classic accumulation, 3 valleys. My God, you get 3 valleys. 752, 852, bam. It's all about Bitcoin. So you asked me about Bitcoin Cash. Did you mean to say, what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin's kind of tough, dude. But if it makes a higher low than that 34,800, you're in real good shape for potential partial decline. If you ever get back up to 40K, 41K, that's a confirmed partial decline. And that's a 70% chance of breakout, upside breakout. So that would be tremendous for these altcoins. It would be imperative for these altcoins to rally. Okay. The argument is there. We've been talking about it for better part of going on a week now, right? Where they're all at very deep major retraces from their previous lows. We're talking like beginning of the whole cycle on a lot of these, right? Best example is OMG. Okay, best example is OMG, man. All right, we're talking about like the low from December to the highest high, 88% retrace.
Can you take a look at PCRX? Thank you.
What's up, Cayman dude? Yeah, thank you, dude. Music in? Yep. So I got people's coming over to help me start, or not start, but continue this ongoing gut-wrenching process of packing and doing all the things you got to do when you're moving, man. While I look, God. %88% retrace from that lowest low, right? Lowest low. And at that 88% retrace, you're showing a bullish Gartley that's discernible, right, on the 4 hour. Somewhat of the daily too. The daily is the double bottom. The daily is like one valley and the second valley confirmation low at a very critical support resistance from history. I mean, this is like, if it fails, it fails. But you keep applying this type of mindset to your trades, you are going to do very well. Okay? You can't get hurt. Like, think about, I'm going to take longs on the rallies up, dude. Gonna get hurt a lot. You keep taking trades at low risk, deep value areas, at harmonic PCZs after the deep value areas, you're gonna do very well. Things are gonna go very well for you in the long run, playing the numbers game, because it's never about the one trade, it is about the many. That's right, Second Domino. Someone asked me recently today about, hey, what do you got going on, or how's your weekend gonna go, or something. I'm like, oh, well, it's gonna be awful at first, and then hopefully by the end of the weekend it's gonna be amazing, right? So you just can't sleep, man. I mean, what happens if, like, an inverse head and shoulders develops? It could be legendary, dude. So you place your bets, you let it ride. If it fails, it fails. You get stopped out. Oh no. If it plays out, my God, great win. And then you move on to the next one. Whether you get stopped out or your trade is successful, you move on. You adhere to the same principles that you adhered to on this one, and the one before, and the one before.
Smooth. Great stream.
What's up, Misfit? Thanks, dude. Me too. I hope it does too. Yeah, man. Whoa, what's going on with that? Why is that happening? Hold on. No, that's not it. Hold on. Sorry. It should be like way less gain. Oh, I'm picking up audio stuff on my mic. It shouldn't be. I've been here before. I have memory of this place. Memory of this place. And it was like when we had memory of this place, it was like all the sense in the world was made in April of last year. All the sense in the world was made in October of last year. But now it makes no sense. I mean, now it's like you're at the epilogue of what would be considered a trade, you know? I mean, for real, dude, this is where you start getting extremely major reversals on something like BCRX. This is smart money, really dumb money buying in right now. This would be crazy. It's at 1.74%. Congratulations, but just think about it. One's never buying an asset that, you know, in a 225-day period, it's up almost 400%. At one time, it was up 400%. So, nope. This was the time to long when we were looking at it at these levels. Okay, I just haven't, like, people request things and just look, don't you see? Over and over and over. It's almost like Olin in ways, right? That was the time. Multiple chances. It's too late now. All right? Far too late. As a swing trader, to be reasonable on taking position here. Let's go to weekly. Look at that, man. You're at the top. You're at the top of the range, man. There's not much more upside. High risk. Very, very high risk. Who understands?
Noise!
Hi Mitch, what's your general take on OGN? Thanks for all your streams.
It's going where Bitcoin's going.
Really appreciated.
It's a beautiful range, isn't it? And every single time it rallies. Every time. Is the mic's low now? Mic low. Mic low. Mic low. Mic low. Mic low. I don't know, dude. What the? What's going on, man? What's going on over here? Yeah, but it's like picking up the noise in the back, too. That's what I hate. It's okay. I don't know, dude. Like, this is so weird. Freaking mic, dude. Need equalizer or something like that. So you get it, man. The time to take longs between 163 and 341. 2 different times. Look at that spring back test of the spring. The Jesus. Now it's over. Okay. That's your BCRX. Anyway. Oh yeah, OGN, man. It was beautiful. It was a textbook bullish Gartley, man. Perfect. It rallied. It's off the entry. It reacted. You may not get a reversal low. This was perfect, though. OGN's wonderful. So pray for Bitcoin. Say Bitcoin holds up and doesn't dump and crash. This thing's going to 137. Breaks 137. It's going to 193. Okay, breaks 193. Good God. 237. All right, yes, this is exactly... This is a specimen, okay? A specimen, chat. Specimen. Where an asset from a discernible swing low in February to the high retraces 88% of the way. 88%. Deep retraces. There's an 88% sale on OGN to the US dollar tether. And at that 88% retrace, there is a textbook beautiful bullish Gartley that presents itself to us. That's it. That's where people place their bets. At 69 cents. People place their bets there. The cutoff would probably be below like 55 cents. Yes, this is exceptional. And the context is perfect. So like if the TA is respected for real, eventually, this, man. That. On OGN. That's it, dude. Wish there was more to talk about. Okay? Alright. You get it. A lot of upside on OGN still. It just could take time. And it requires Bitcoin to not be trash, which is tough these days, right? So, gonna have to wrap it up. I got people coming over to help me pack and all that stuff. I mean, as soon as this stream ends, I'm turning my computer off and beginning the undoing of all the cable management, which is gonna hurt my soul, but whatever, it'll be worth it, you know. So I just wanted to go live to do what we do every day for a little bit. Yes, dismantling, perfect word, yes. So thanks for the real ones that support the stream during the good times, bad times, and the times like these where it's very uncertain and very blah. The people that support the stream now are the ones that truly respect the TA, that are not fair weather. All right. And yeah, unfortunately, I have to officially declare that there will not be a Patreon stream tonight. There's just far too much stuff going on in my life. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, maybe you should try moving, you know? But anyway, I know everyone will understand, but it's just gotta be. No, it's not like I won't be working. I will certainly be working when there should be a Patreon stream. So I do love y'all. This was the last stream you'll see ever here. So this blank canvas that had my jerseys, you know, Oak Mountain, Alabama, learned many things with those jerseys on. And the most important one was perseverance. You get kicked off that horse, you get right back on. You do that a million times throughout adolescence, and all of a sudden you're in real life, you get kicked off the horse, and it's just like second nature. You just get back on. You never quit. You never give up. So and now it's manifested into me moving into a penthouse. So it worked out, I guess, right? So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
Up there, 0.019506000 LTC.
Hey, thanks so much, Tony Soprano, man. Thanks so much, man. Abundanza, gabagoo. Thanks, Ziggy Man, for the 5, dude. Much love.
vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.